Hey guys, another critique for you guys today.
This is a very nice photograph of these animals in the wild. They usually make for very pretty pictures, as we can see here with this action shot. One of the possibilities to enhance this further is through the application of the dehaze slider in the new versions of Photoshop.
It works perfectly. It works with your contrast and exposure to give you a great result for a perfect exposure.
A very nice photograph indeed. Another very nice, pleasing shot of this duck in the water. It appears that below on the chest of the duck, the white seems to be washed out a bit, and it is a great pity, because if you could have used in the post-processing an activity to get some of the color detail back, this could have been a very, very nice shot.
It's also a bit noisy, if you notice that.
Yeah.
And that can be fixed.
Yeah, that's easy
to
fix. Yeah. A very interesting shot here. The first striking part of it is that the greens in the background appear somewhat unnatural, and that creates a bit of a disturbance. But otherwise, there's adequate detail in the photograph, and I think even by just improving the contrast setting on it, it may turn out to be a most pleasing photograph.
Great shot.
How lucky can a photographer be to get a family of these animals together in a pose like this? A beautiful photograph. I really like the composition. The exposure is fine. If you look at the eyes of these cats, and the background completely blurred out for purposes of emphasizing the main subject.
I would just push up the contrast a little bit to give it a more punch to it.
Thank you. Again, a very, very fortunate photographer with this. This is the baby cat with a prey that they must have caught. I think the timing was super. One would obviously have liked to have seen some more blood on the mouth of the baby cheetah, but generally a very, very pleasing shot. It tells a story of its own, and the face is well illuminated and well exposed. A very, very,
it's a
very
perfect
pleasing
picture.
Very pleasing shot. This is another great shot, and these kinds of flowers usually makes for a very good photograph.
It's a little overexposed to me, if you would see.
The interesting thing here for me is the tracks and the road leading to deep into the photographs, and actually guides your eye along the fence and to a finite point on the horizon. If the clouds could have been changed to have had a more blue sky or a few clouds, it would really enhance this photograph. But you can get the atmosphere. It's after the rain, the flowers are in bloom, and added to it is the beautiful brown colors of the felt where it was taken. A good photograph with good potential. Now here is a challenging photograph. We're not sure exactly what the photographer had in mind here. If one looks at the bricks, you will get an impression that it is overexposed. There's a lot of white in there, and then you come to the pictures themselves. Now each one of those probably needs its own individual adjustment as far as contrast, as far as exposure, as far as color is concerned. A very difficult photograph. I think the photographer could do something about the text and darken that so that it stands out better, but a clever idea that is shared with us on this, and well done on this idea. How lucky indeed for a third time. Now here this wild dog is beautifully framed in its natural habitat. It appears, if you look on the right hand side of the neck of this animal, that it is slightly overexposed, and by just pulling back on the exposure slider in Photoshop, you will definitely get a better product, and it will automatically also enhance the blacks and therefore the contrast, but generally a most pleasing and interesting shot.